Hey guys, it's Amanda here from Faithfully Homemade, and today I have some activities here that I'm going to show you how I use my leveled math and reading activities. The first one is Learn to Read Leveled Fluency, and the other one is called Math Proficiency. There it is. Learn Math Leveled Proficiency. I'm going to show you 3 ways you can use these with these are for preschool, kindergarten, and first grade. They are leveled, so if you take a look, actually I'll just tell you, the first and most common way people use them is they put them in a binder in little plastic sleeves, and they have them labeled, I have them labeled by level. So this is level B, and this is page 15. And basically what they do is they have the child or students do 1 page a day. If you notice, each page has 4 different skills. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes for each day. So you would have the child do 1 page a day. So this would be like day 15, level B. Obviously level A is first. You can see all the pages in here. This is the reading series that I've created, and really if they're in a little plastic sleeve, all you do is you give your child a dry erase marker, and then they do the first section. So say the sounds, blend the sounds, say the whole word. So this will be and then they can touch the dots, and man. The arrow tells them to, and the arrow tells them to blend the sound. So the dots segment the sound out, and the arrow tells them to blend. So this one adds the E to make it a long sound. So they did man, then they would do main. So they would say the sounds, main. They would blend the sounds, main. They would say the whole word. So they would do all of it, and if they got it all correct, then they could color in their little star, and they would be done with that section. This next one says find the ending sound, so they would circle K for shark. This one says find the one that rhymes. So we have sun here, sun and butterfly, or sun and bun. We're going to go sun and bun. And then this one says read the sentence, find the matching picture. So I have underlined here the sight words that have been taught in some of the other pages. If you look back here with me, like for example, this day had the word in, and then it's also on the sentence, so I have it underlined. And it says read the sentence, find the matching picture. So they would read get in the van, and then they would circle van. Okay, so that would be like the entire page that they did for the day. And obviously there's one for each day if this is the way you choose to do it in the plastic sleeves. And it's something different every day. So like this day would practice syllables, this day would practice finding the word, this day is reading a sentence again. So anyway, every page is different, and it's leveled. It gets harder as you go. So it started off really easy back here, just matching uppercase to lowercase. This is level A. As you can see, this would be day 18 of level A. So that is why I call them leveled, because they do get more complex as you go. So this is one way to use it, is in plastic sleeves in a binder. The second way to use it is with, you can cut the cards out. Now here's what I mean. For example, I'll take you over to the math section. So this would be the very first page for the math. And if you notice, since they are in 4 squares, you could cut these out and make them into activity cards. So that's what I did with level B. So these are level B activity cards. And I cut them out and I laminated them. So instead of using it in a binder, I'm going to use them as activity cards. And all you need to do is give your child the cards. You can mix them up. And they just need a dry erase marker, and they may need a die for one of them. You'll see as we go. So here's an example of one of them. It says, say the number. So your child will go 80, 15, 12, 63, 99, 34. If they got it correct, they could color in their star, and then they could go on. Here's another one. Add, color the box with the number. So they have 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 plus 5 is 6. So we're going to color the box with 6. You get the idea. This one is counting by tens because they're counting money. So they would count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and they would write 50 cents. Now, it's really hard to do this holding it with one hand. But I really like the idea of having them as cards. They're all mixed. I just mixed them all up so they do a couple of different activities each day. This one is roll and say the answer. So this one, they would just roll their dice, or their die, excuse me, and they got a 6. So then they would do 4 plus 4, and they would say equals 8, and then they already did that one. They could keep going if they want, or you could just have them do 1, or they could keep going. So 3, 1 plus 6 equals 7. They would say it out loud, and they would color it in because they did that one. Let's see, they got a 5. 3 plus 6, 9, and they would color it in. If they roll the same one again, yeah, there, I rolled the same one again. They could do it again, or you could just have them keep rolling until they get all of them. So there, I rolled a 2. Oh, I have to say it. 9 plus 1 equals 10, and then they could color it in. So that's how they would do that card. Going on, this one says, color the box with the greatest number. Say, look at these. Okay, they're all in the 60s. So the greatest number would be 69, so they would color that box in. Color the missing number. 82, 83, the missing number would be 84. They'd color that one in. You get the idea. Color the box with the correct symbol. 18 is less than 81, so I would color that one in. Or you could have them circle it or whatever you want to do. Measure, right? How many blocks long? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 blocks long. And then this is another addition one. Let's see, this is trace the shape. They would trace the square. Write the fraction. This one's 2/3. Boy, handwriting's really bad when I'm just doing it with one hand, trying to hold it and do it with one hand. Write the time, 7 o'clock. So you get the idea. This is how they would do it. These are, so you can make them into activity cards if you just laminate them like this, again, or you can use it in the binder system like this. Here are some activity cards for the reading. So these were math. These are some reading ones I cut out. So say the sounds. They would say k, t, n, v, p, a, y, s, a. If they got it all right, they get to color in the star. If they messed up, they have to go back and continue doing it till they get it all correct. Then they get to color in the star. And then you would go on. Find the beginning sound. T, t, tree. And so on. You get the idea. So then, the third and final way you could use these leveled packs is you could just print them out. They come in black and white as well, so you could just print them out as a worksheet and have your child do a worksheet. This is great for teachers who have an entire class. They can print them out as worksheets and have the children do them that way. But I still also like, even if you had a whole class, you could put the binder in like a center, or you could make them into cards and put that into a center and just have them have some extra practice to do when they are finished with whatever they were supposed to be working on. It could just be an extra. So whatever, however you want to do it. With my kids, I homeschool, and so I have been doing them in the binder like this, and I've been having my son do 1 math and 1 reading page a day. And then he gets a lot of practice that way. So he gets 4 different skills a day for math, and then he would get 4 different skills for reading. And then we just kind of been doing it 1 page at a time, so it's leveled and it's getting harder as we go. But I also now have made some of them into activity cards. So I am excited to try this with him and see how it goes using them as activity cards and just having him do different things each day. So that is it. That is how we use my reading and math leveled activities. Again, these are for, it starts out really basic, so they'd start out about preschool or early kindergarten level up through about 1st grade. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and we'll see you next time. Bye.